baby, drive. Drive, baby, drive. Drive. See you on the other side.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Oh!
Alright folks, today we're going to talk about AOC, that's right, one Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, a member of the fraud squad in Congress, who decided to jump in and make her 5 cents heard, whatever, on the current issue with the shooting in Minnesota with one Renee, Nicole Good, and, a lot of what's happening out there. But before we do that, I want to make sure I mentioned, please, everybody watching, to make sure you hit the subscribe button, notifications, so you know when I drop videos, and make sure you give me a thumbs up. Also, very important, comment. I want everybody to give, their opinion. Leave a comment below. I want to know what you think of not only the video, but what I'm talking about, and I want to know about your point of view with subjects like this. Now, AOC is no stranger, so I am sure that everybody who watches this knows exactly who Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is by now. I like to call her the village idiot. Others like to call her Big Booty Latina. One thing we definitely could say is she's a liberal radical leftist who is before put herself in positions to just look stupid, like when she claimed that Trump was keeping kids in cages. But she forget to mention that Obama built the cages. And Trump was just using them at a much lower level because he was controlling the border. But of course, she made a big testicle out of herself, and well, decided to say, "Oh, Trump is keeping kids in cages. What a dictator!" Remember that back in the day? Then she started making accusations that kids and other illegal immigrants were being forced to drink out of the toilet. That wasn't accurate either. That wasn't truth. They were separating kids from their parents. That was another AOC lie. Now she's saying that federal agents are actively harassing citizens and shooting innocent people in the face because Renee Good got shot because she did something illegal. AOC forgot to mention that. I have a video clip of her and why I decided to make a video about this because, sometimes you just gotta call stupid out the way it is. So on the Espino report, I'm always gonna do that. I'm gonna call out stupid. AOC is again the village idiot. This is her addressing the Renee Nicole Good shooting in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Look, anytime a life is lost, I understand it's tragic. This woman left behind kids. But when you go and you're being paid to be an activist, okay, which she was, and you and your lesbian wife are blocking federal agents after you left your kid or kids, depending on the reports, if you leave your kids behind to go do something this stupid and commit a crime, and then you get shot, I'm sorry, but I have a hard time feeling sympathy for somebody who puts herself at risk, puts the future of her children at risk, and then her wife tells her to drive, baby, drive, when there's literally two agents right by the window where this woman is sitting, okay? And you have the agent who fired coming around the truck, and he gets hit. You can see it on a body cam. As she speeds, right, she's trying to, move, she hits him. Okay, people are like, why is there a bullet on the front window? Because he literally was doing this, trying to defend himself, and fires when he, feels a truck hit him. Now, luckily the agent wasn't severely injured or killed, but Nicole Good lost her life, and now her children are going to grow up without a mother. I really doubt that her lesbian wife is going to be taking good care of those kids from behind bars, because that's where she belongs also. Now, they are going back. They are tracing where these women got paid from, so we're going to find out. Renee Good is also linked to a school board where she was, giving out information about how to avoid ICE. So, I mean, these women are not innocent victims, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. You're not talking about innocent civilians who just got shot at random. She blocked ICE. They were told to stop. She literally was not even supposed to be there because she didn't live in the neighborhood. She was paid to be there. She blocked the truck that was trying to leave. The actual ICE or federal agents were trying to leave the scene. So she did this, and she blocks him in. Okay? The wife gets out of the car, starts video and arguing with one of the agents. That's on video. Multiple angles. Shows that they're responsible for the death of Renee Good. And I'm not saying the agents, I'm saying Renee Good and her wife are directly responsible for the shooting and her death. That's it. The agent was justified. He fired in self-defense. Me, as an American citizen and a Latino, I will tell you that I'm 48 years old. I've avoided ever going to prison. Never had a DUI. I've never had a run-in with the law that it caused any injury. Let's see. I've never broken the law. All right. I don't harass federal agents. I don't show up at scenes to make a scene. I'm not paid by anybody to do this. Okay. This is me doing videos because it's the right thing to do. To point out to people that are average people that when you play stupid games, you need to expect results like this. We're not in the regular, year. We're in the fuck around, find out era. Last year, the people were fucking around and they found out. 2026, you want to continue the little shenanigans, you're going to find out some more. Now, without further delay, let's take a listen to what one AOC had to say. You can't make this level of stupid up unless you're being paid for it. Listen to this. This is incredible, and here we go.
I think so long as the Republican Party and the Trump administration is using ICE to attack American citizens and shoot mothers in the face, I'm not willing to have a conversation with them about any other bad faith attempts to terrorize U.S. citizens. I think so long as the Republican Party and the Trump administration is using ICE to attack American citizens and shoot mothers in the face, I'm not willing to have a conversation with them about any other bad faith attempts to terrorize U.S. citizens. I think so long.
Let's make one thing clear. AOC does not think. All right? She's a puppet told what to say. But look what she's saying here. The Republican Party and the Trump administration is using ICE to attack American citizens and shoot mothers in the face. Now, let me ask a question, AOC. Do you not understand that this kind of lie and, these kind of, seditious comments by you incite violence and make crazy people like Renee Good and her wife do more crazy things? You know that. This is part of her agenda. Look at that clown's face. I mean, just look at it. She knows what she's saying is, bullshit. She knows that, but she's an idiot. Either that or she's a paid activist pretending to be in Congress, which it really is what she is, but she also has a village idiot mind. So it's a deadly combination. She's getting paid to be an activist for the Democrats, and she's literally stupid. So when they ask her questions, she says lines like, the Trump administration are harassing American people and shooting mothers in the face. Hold on, AOC. So Renee Good putting herself in a situation she did not be, she should not have been in, she did not to be in. She put herself there. Now, how is the Trump administration going out and shooting mothers in the face when she literally, like I said, blocked traffic, her lesbian wife told her, drive, baby, drive. She did that, hit the officer, caused the shooting, got herself killed, and left kids behind motherless. AOC, you're literally one of the worst human beings on planet Earth for making this a talking point. Okay? This is the one time that you need to just shut up, not say anything, because anything you say right now is just looking stupid. For you to have the nerve to say they're shooting mothers in the face when you and the liberals were making fun of Charlie Kirk, okay? When liberals have been mocking Erica Kirk, his wife, the widow, that have kids behind, y'all made videos laughing about it. Like it's a joke. It's no longer funny when it's your side getting shot, right? It's no longer amusing when the bullet hits one of your own, right? The only difference is Charlie Kirk was speaking to college students and educating them on facts. That's it. He wasn't blocking traffic. He wasn't trying to, hurt anybody physically. He wasn't out there as a paid, activist for anybody but himself and his views, because Turning Point was, something he created, and he was a brilliant person, brilliant young man. And part of the alphabet community killed him. That's what's going on here. I've been saying it for years. Antifa, all these activists that are coming out, like Renee Good, Tyler, who shot Charlie Kirk, and Tyler's own boyfriend, who was part of the furry community. Okay? These people are deranged. Okay? Let's take a step back here and take a look at this. Again, this is a pattern. people in the alphabet community, the rainbow community, gay people are activists. Okay, not all of them. I know a lot of lesbian, gay people, and I've known them for years that are not like this at all. And some of them even vote for Trump. I know actually a person who's a transgender now. I haven't talked to him in years. He's a woman now. Pro-Trump, voted for Trump. Caitlyn Jenner, Trump supporter. So not all gay or people in the alphabet community are deranged lunatics, but there are those who are, and there are those who are being paid to do this. AOC knows this. She has a lot of friends that are liberal radicals that are part of that community. AOC claims she's from the Bronx. We know that she's not. She, wasn't poor. She was a bartender. She was placed where she's at because she didn't really. She ran unopposed. Okay? Nobody asks her really for her opinion on anything intellectual. When they do, she drops nuggets of stupid like this. And let's be clear. Her Congress position is for the Bronx. Her getting involved in politics outside of there, like in Minneapolis, Minnesota, has no place for her job at all. Anytime that you're a representative of a county, okay, you need to stick to representing your county. When you're a mayor of a city, you need to stick to being a mayor of that city. When you're a governor of a state, stick to being the governor of that state. Try to do good by the people that voted you in. Don't go around sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. And she has a wide nostril there in that picture. And look at that smug of hers. It's to the point that I can't watch her face anymore. So let me take that off. It's vile. Watching these people is vile. And let me explain this before I end this video. The reason we're seeing more women, especially brown women and lesbians, and the reason these people are being used is because it's very easy for liberals to label you a misogynist, racist, homophobe when you say anything about these women. Okay? That's why they're being put into these positions. That's why you see the liberals pushing more and more for not only brown women like AOC, others like Rashida Tlaib and Ilhan Omar, and all these radical leftists that are in Congress, what's the other one? Jasmine Crockett. All these idiot leftists that are, always making a spectacle out of themselves. Again, the reason they're being put into these positions is political. People in power that are funding these people are using them as a crutch. They're literally saying, you say anything, you're a racist, homophobic, xenophobe, and they label you a Nazi, even though you're not. I'm a Cuban-born American citizen. I'm not a Nazi. Never killed a Jewish person. Have never committed genocide against anybody. I don't even follow Marxism. Okay, you gotta be at least a follower of Marxism to be a communist socialist. Which, by the way, that's what AOC and Zoran Mondami in New York, these are socialist communist people and fascists, and you don't have to be a white person to be a fascist or a communist. That's a misconception. Karl Marx didn't care what color you were. It was an ideology. The BLM Antifa people follow the Karl Marx Communist Manifesto agenda to a T. Just like their favorite projection, Hitler, did. Okay, so anytime they say Trump is the Hitler and ICE are his Gestapos, no, it's actually the other way around. You radical liberals are the actual Nazis, okay, and you're the Gestapos trying to stop law and order in America, okay? AOC is a paid shill activist for the liberal radicals. So is a lot of these other people, and they're making money fist over dollar doing this. We know about what's going on in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Governor Tim Walz, Mayor Jacob Frey, Ilhan Omar, the Somalians. All these people are doing evil things in Minnesota. They've been stealing billions from us, billions of our taxpayer money going to feed Somalian terrorists. Now, I want you to remember who was in the last 20 years heavily pirating ships at sea? Somalian pirates, right? They learned a way around to get into our country using the Trojan horse known as Ilhan Omar. She's let him in. Tim Walz has allowed him in because he's been getting paid. Why do you think he was picked to be the VP? And Jacob Frey is, a soft liberal soy boy, and they're allowing this because they're getting paid. This is why they're now in heated problems, and they might all face prison. And Ilhan Omar might face deportation, I hope. But unfortunately, we can't deport AOC because she's Puerto Rican. I don't think we can deport her back to Puerto Rico. But Puerto Rico is a pretty much a known communist socialist island, even though it's Commonwealth to the U.S. It is heavily socialist. I know because I'm being Latino. I've worked with a lot of Puerto Ricans in America. They're all into like the socialism. Very few of them are conservatives or anything like that. And before you get it twisted, I'm not a Republican or Democrat. I'm a registered independent. So when I wear my mega hat, and I'm dark mega right now, I got my red mega, I got my black mega. In fact, I'm all mega now. Let me prove that. Let me pull out my red mega hat. See, no, I am BSing. There it is. This is what I believe in. Make America great again. I've been here since I was 2 years old. Love America. Been in this country, most of my life. I'm 48 years old now. So for 46 of 48 years, I've been an American. I became a citizen in the early 90s. Did it legally. Came into the country legally. Never broken the law. Never been to prison. Don't do drugs, have not had one beverage of alcohol since 2003. Okay, it's 2026, and since 2003, I have not drank any alcohol. Why? Because I'm not an alcoholic. Don't need it. Never liked it. Don't do it. So I've never had a DUI. I don't break laws. I don't disrespect the law. If I do something, wrong in traffic and the cop pulls me over, I pull over. I don't resist arrest. That's why I don't get shot. I certainly don't show up at events where I know ICE is going to be trying to arrest people that are here illegally breaking the law. Okay? And I do not go blocking traffic like Renee Nicole Good did. She put herself in that position. She got herself shot. She hit the officer with a moving vehicle, which if she would have killed him and she would have survived, it would have been vehicular homicide. So let that sink in, AOC. Nobody's out there shooting mothers in the face, you liar. Okay? She got herself shot in the face. That's a fact. Everything else that you say Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez comes from whoever's writing your script or your stupid, twisted mind. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of these people getting away with talking all this nonsense, not only about Trump, but they decide to always speak on stupid stuff like this that has nothing to do with them. And it's not just on the left, the right does it also. What do you think that Marjorie Taylor Greene had all the issues she had? She's a Georgia representative, and she literally would go in front of the media talking about the Epstein files, which has nothing to do with her. Why are you putting yourself in a position that has nothing to do with you? Marjorie Taylor Greene, this is why you fell out of favor. Because you're literally going out there egging a situation on and gaslighting something that you had nothing to do with. You're doing it for propaganda. You're doing it for self-exposure. And you're an activist, just like AOC is an activist. And what's the first thing that MTG did? She ran to the left media like CNN and MSNBC or MS Now, whatever, and she started talking bad about Trump. And now she's crying because Trump dumped her from, Mega. Well, MTG, you brought that on your own. When you decide to be stupid and be an activist and you're not supposed to do these things because you're representing a county or a city or a state, and you're putting yourself talking about subjects that don't even pertain to you, you're just making yourself look stupid. But you look even dumber when you literally say that the Trump administration and federal agents are going out and shooting mothers in the face. That's not at all what's happening. Okay? Don't allow yourself as a citizen of this country, whether you're right or left or central, or whatever your religious beliefs are, or sexual orientation is, don't allow yourself to be conned by AOC and her stupid lies and rhetoric. This woman is a liar. She's a con artist. She belongs in prison for inciting violence, insidious language, and overall continuously to gaslight situations to cause people to act out. Okay, again, this is insidious. This is acting for people to do violence. This is why people like Renee and Nicole Good and her wife do these things. And famous last words were ride or drive, baby, drive. She did what her wife told her. Now her kid or kids are going to grow up without a mother. That's it. AOC, back down, shut up, just go away. Nobody cares what you have to say. You're the village idiot. With that, folks, I'm done. Hope you enjoyed the video. Again, please subscribe to my channel. This is the Espino Report. And you know what to do. Leave a comment below. Hit the notification button. Give me the finger. And when I say that, I mean the thumbs up. All right? Make sure you do all those things. And until the next video, I bid you farewell, peace, and don't go ahead and do what Renee Good did. Don't jump in front of federal agents. Don't do stupid things. Remember, we're in the FAFO era. This is Trump 2.0. And we don't care about your feelings. We don't care anymore because when Charlie Kirk died, a line was crossed. Y'all crossed it. You made fun of an innocent person who lost his life for expressing views. Okay? He wasn't out there causing riots. He wasn't out there attacking people. He was talking to college students, and a member of the rainbow community, Tyler, and his furry lover decided to take him out. And now Renee Good, I feel bad for her kids or kid. I do not feel bad for her. She got herself in the situation. She fucked around and found out. Till next time, everybody.